Let us also understand what is utility bar. Now, utility bar basically helps you for creation of drawing. For example, let's start with this one. This is a grid mode. When you click on grid, the workspace the entire region of your workspace has some grid shown in square box manner. Now this grid keeps on changing in length and direction as you zoom in and you zoom out. Now basically direction doesn't change, but the block size, the square and the major square and plus the minor square, the size keeps on changing as per you zoom in and zoom out. You can zoom in and zoom out of your workspace by using scroll of your mouse. Okay, so grid will be used just for drawing horizontal or vertical lines. It might also be useful for if you know the distance between major grid lines, which is very helpful. So if you want to change that, you can click on this. It also has a shortcut F7 as shown. You can click on F7 and the grid also gets on or off. Now the second one is snap mode. Now this will be used along with the grid mode. For example, the snap mode is set on grid snap. So when I go on snap settings, you can say the snap spacing is x and y 1 1. I'll change this to 10 tab 10. This is for equal x and y. If you want to keep them separate or different values, you can just click on this and say if you want to have 5. So now you can have different properties. Okay, now the grid snap is on rectangular snap. Isometric snap will be used for 3D sections. I'll show you how to use it. Plus, snap mode is not on. Also, the grid mode is not on. So, first of all, I'll turn on the grid mode and then I'll turn on the snap mode. You can do otherwise also. Now, I changed the settings but failed to save it, so I'll just do it again. 5, and you can click on OK. Now turn on the grid mode and I'll also turn on the snap mode. So now what the snap mode does is when I draw a line, it will snap from one point to another point according to the snap spacing. So basically right now the snap spacing in x direction is 10. Okay, so when I draw a line, suppose I'm drawing a line in new drawing, changing the settings, spacing, I'll keep again 10, 5. So line, as you can see the cursor is jumping from point to point. Now these points are the equal spacing from in x direction it is 10, in y direction it is 5. You can see in y direction it is covering 2 squares, major squares, and in x direction it is covering 4 squares. So that means each square right now is of 2.5. Okay, so this is what basically the grid mode and snap mode is used for. If you want to draw a line which is only a multiple of say 2.5, so you will have to jump only 2.5 direction by clicking on map settings and changing the value to 2.5. And if your line is in multiple of 10 or multiple of 5, you just keep it like that and keep on drawing lines as per your wish or as your need. So this was grid and snap. Now next is dynamic input. Well, when we learn to start when we start to learn AutoCAD, we don't use the grid mode. Dynamic mode is the starting, because the grid mode is just command bar near to cursor. As you can see the cursor, when I draw something, the cursor doesn't show anything. It is just a cursor and the line. But when I turn on the dynamic input mode, the cursor will also have the command bar along with it, with the different values of different line, which we do not need as that will confuse some people when they are starting to learn the AutoCAD. So for now you can close it, or if you like you can practice with it also. When we will start the line sections, that is drawing commands, I'll show you how to use it. Now the third one, this one is the orthographic mode. This is orthographic mode, F8 shortcut. Ortho mode is used to draw lines in vertical and horizontal direction. By default, the lines can be drawn in all directions. When I draw a line, right now it is being drawn in all directions. So, but when I press this ortho mode, it will be only horizontal and vertical. Similarly, opposite to that, when I click on polar tracking, the number of polar tracks that are on. Suppose I clicked on the polar tracking and the multiple of the angle is 10, 20, 30, 40. So the line will jump out that angles at 0, 10, 20, 90, that way. It is at 10, 10 at an interval of 10 degrees. Now, the AutoCAD only considers the angle in anti-clockwise direction. That is, in positive x direction, it will start with 0 degree and then keep on increasing in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, now this one is isoplane. You will use this one for drawing 3D isometric views, but in 2D views. That is, the drawing will be in 2D, but it will look like an isometric view. For that, this will be very helpful. We'll use right now I'm just showing you what this utility bar is and how the tabs containing it will work. We'll use each and every one as we keep on drawing different commands and we keep on using different commands. Okay. This one is object snapping. That is, whenever I draw a line, I can see some grid lines in green color. Similarly, I'll just click off this snap mode and also the grid for now. Now, this one is showing object snap tracking. So when I want to draw a line from this endpoint, now you can see I want to track this endpoint, but I'm not being able to. So what I'll do is click this one on. This is helpful, very helpful to track this many points: endpoint, midpoint, center, geometric center, node, etc. But they will be tracking only if I click this on. Suppose I want to track this endpoint, but when I click off this endpoint, I won't be able to track it. Now this is the nearest symbol. It is the line is showing that the point is nearest to the endpoint, but not specifically at the endpoint. So if you want the endpoint, you have to click this on. It will show a small square. Now you can say that this is exactly the endpoint of that line, and you can start drawing from there. But also if you want to track lines, suppose if you want to draw a line exactly in horizontal direction of this endpoint. So what you will do is first place your cursor on it. Do not click, just place your cursor on that endpoint and drag your mouse in the desired direction, and it will track in exactly the horizontal way or the vertical way as you want. Now this will only be able to do if you have clicked on this one. If it is not, it won't track anything. Okay. Now this one is line weight display. I'll show you that afterwards. It is one of the properties, as I mentioned before. It is one of the properties in match properties. This is line weight, and that it is basically the thickness of line. Similarly, transparency is one of the property. Selection cycling is another property. Okay, similar to this object snap containing this many points for 2D drawing, this one is for 3D. We'll be using that in 3D sections. Okay, these ones are 3D Okay, the rest ones are in will be used in 3D sections. So we'll be seeing that later on. Now, if you erase the drawing and if you want to get it back, you will just enter Ctrl Z for undo, or you can just click on this arrow or this arrow for undo and for redo. Redo means the last action I did. Similarly, undo to undo the last action. Okay, sorry. And also, if I want to erase this line, I'll just click on this line and press delete on the keyboard. So the line will be deleted. Okay, so that's all for now. And next we'll see some modifying commands for starting.